Hi folks, Dan and Bob here, back in Teybidee Park, and today we're going to look at the Iguanodon plain habitat. This is the first of our Cretaceous animals in the Cretaceous section of the park. Obviously we have Protoceratops in its own dome. And we've jumped into the Cretaceous section, and on the right you see one of the standard restaurants, the Bronto Burger, as also standard, for me anyway. I have modified portions of it to suit its emplacement in the zoo by making this side entrance and adding that sauropod topiary. So we're going to go down the path, and you can see the rock wall in front of us. And as we come around the corner, you'll see the habitat comes right up to that rock wall, and we have iguanodons above us. This is kind of a neat effect for people down on the ground, but also you see the restaurant up there. If we go up to that patio, you're on a level with the iguanodons. So lunch and just a nice viewing opportunity. The area is volcano directly in the background there. So let's get back down on the ground, and you can see a stairway I added so people can get down from the level where the restaurant is and back onto this path as we move through the area. Taking this side path, you run along the fence for a while, and if you turn to the left, you can see there's a view out into the habitat. I don't see an iguanodon right now. And where we stopped, there is a side path to the side path, and that takes you up to that viewing platform that you can see. It too was a standard prefab that I modified. I added the stairs up to it, so there's an up and down stairs, and looking out from this platform, you get a pretty good view a long ways into this habitat. And we've got an iguanodon right there. These guys want a lot of space, and they don't want a lot of trees, so it's pretty sparse kind of looking habitat. There's another elevated section in the far distance there. This is the lower section of the exhibit, and just to the left is that raised section that is across from the restaurant. So a number of different ways to view the animals and see them do their thing. By spacing out the feeders, there's reason for them to wander around the habitat. This is their barn from the inside of the exhibit, and you can see it is divided into two sections. This one has doors that lead into the backstage area, and this other one, a little bit bigger, is open to the habitat, but not to the backstage area, other than through those half walls with windows, so keepers can interact with the animals. So let's go through the connector door. I did put a few things in this building. It's not a naked empty shell, as a lot of the buildings are right now. And that door goes to the outside, so animals can be loaded straight in, and people doors to the outside. Probably going to have to come back in and set up some kind of channeling fencing to let the animals be moved from transport vehicles into the building. So this is the Mantell Iguana Barn. Yeah, you can groan if you want. Anyway, it was kind of an interesting build to do, a little bit different from what I've done before. And so this is the whole look at the area. You'll see a couple of habitats we haven't gotten to yet beyond them. The barn is down one end. It's a pretty big area for the animals to be in, but you can see the two stairways to that round viewing platform at the bottom. The white rocks are pretty much the boundary of it, and there's fence in the far back. So it's time to move on to our animals doing things. Sorry about that clip being a little early. But you are getting to see the animal move and turn around. He can do that a lot and have his foot glitch out. A lot of the plant eaters will graze the bare ground, which is kind of always looks weird, but it does make them look a little bit more alive. The Iguanodon walks on the three middle toes of its front feet as the weight-bearing digits. Its thumb has a spike on it, and that last digit is apparently very flexible. I haven't seen them use it in the game, but it's speculated that that very flexibility lets them make some selections among the plants that they eat if they rear up to feed on like trees and stuff. Get a little camera shake for them walking by the camera in the rain. And yeah, so I find these guys eat a lot. They go through a lot of food. Sure, there's a fair number of them, but I am always seeming to having to fill this habitat's feeders more often than I have to do for the sauropods. Haven't quite figured out the why of that. I guess they're just hungry. See, empty feeder. Getting more empty because they're nominally eating it. Just not quite down where what's left of the food should be. I don't know if the devs are planning on fixing that in the future. It'd be a little more convincing if they do something about that, but just don't know if that's going to be the case. And at a more sunnier moment, got pictures of the animals moving into the trees. They're doing a lot of slope walking, which can look kind of awkward when they go up and probably down, but I haven't seen them doing the down as much. Anyway, for the next habitat, we'll be staying here in the Cretaceous section of the park. And Iguanodon went in first because it's pretty early dinosaur. And I just like it. Even when they get tired and have to lie down for a while. So I think the next video is going to be a mixed habitat. When I was building this as a challenge zoo, I started with just one animal in it and then expanded it as the zoo made more money and I had the capability of adding other animals to it. But you'll be seeing it with all the animals in place. Roar! And apparently this is Thunder Iguanodon summoning the rain. Well, on that note, I think it's time to leave. You guys take care, be kind to each other, and I guess I will talk at you in another video soon. Till then, bye now.